guys, Jill here, and it is day 22 of Marion Smith's 31-day challenge, and I'm actually filming this for day 22. I'm just a day behind still. I had gotten caught up, but then we spent a whole bunch of time at my husband's friends this weekend because of his graduation. So, I'm going to be showing you my ATCs today, which is altered trading card or artist trading card, just depending on who says it. And this is for the swap over at Your Paper Pantry, which is www.yourpaperpantry.ning, which is ning.com. And here's the front of it, and then here's the back. And the theme this month was Vintage Valentine's Day. So to me, I thought it had to have a lace-like feature, some flowers, some gold, some pink, a little bit of brown. So I used the little bird cage stamp. Oh, here it is. From Michaels. It's one of the dollar stamps. I really thought this was a cute one, and I got the last one at my Michaels. I stamped it on the same paper as I did for the background, which is actually you can't see it. I'm looking for a piece. I don't have any pieces left. It's from K & Company, Life's Journey. So I stamped it with good old Versamark, and then I embossed it with Ranger Queen's Gold, and that's what gives that really nice shine. This key I cut out with my Tim Holtz die and covered with the Versamark and the same embossing powder. But for the actual swap, I went with this key, which is die cuts with a view, textured metallic paper. So I cut out a bunch of those. These are going a different direction, so I'm actually going to put them a little bit different. The flowers I used, I just get by the dozen, and I actually colored them this way. These came to me pink. I think Elaine sent me these, who's Silly Frog Honeybee. And I just went over these with Perfect Pearl Miss. And Perfect Pearl is the color, that's why I said it twice. This one with my mix of, excuse my reach, Bundled Sage and Interference Green. And this one was, let's see, what are you? Worn Lipstick and the Red Raspberry, Perfect Pearls. And that's the ink I'm going to be working with a lot. Then I took my Vintage Photo ink, my dabber, not dabber, but, you know, tool, and I just ran over the flowers, and I did this individually, so now I'm just doing it in the bundle. It's so much easier to do them in this bundle and then chop off the flowers. These are so densely packed that you don't waste too much of your mist. So that's a really good way I found to alter these. So I just snip those off as I need them. And I have those already snipped off over here. So see, would have been easier if I aged them all at the same time. But that's fine. I just love these little flowers. Okay. So, the next step, let's put those aside. I went ahead and I used some scraps of my new Martha Stewart stack that I had sitting around. Oh, there's my scrap of the K & Company paper. This is the matte pad from Martha Stewart. It's just Valentine's. In Key and Heart. Okay. So I just used a few of the little scrap pieces I had left over. And I went ahead and I punched those out, actually with my Martha Stewart punch. And then I ran this over it So that is going to go on my ATC. And what this is, it's just a pre-cut ATC card, and then I went over it with on the edges with the Distress Crackle paint. Then I came in with my Vintage Photo and just rubbed it on. I did that on the back too. And then used my Distress ink and worn lipstick and my background key stamp, and this is another dollar stamp from Michaels. And I stamped that a few times on here to fill the background. And I like to offset them so that they don't all look lined up. Okay. And then I took a paper towel and kind of wiped this down where the crackle is to fade it out some. And then that same ink, that doesn't matter so much because we're going to go over it with the ink. And I just rub the entire background. Now if you're going to use the crackle, just keep in mind that if you're using it on cardstock or papers, it is going to warp it a little. So my cards are a little bit warped, but I was willing to do that because I really liked the crackle look. And then on the little bird cage, the same worn lipstick, a lot gentler on the edges. And for that, I have one over here and it just has foam tape on the back. So I ran some score tape along the back of this. And stick it down. Cut off any excess. And then on the back, I want to do my stamping. And first, sorry, because we're going to stamp off, I use Vintage Photo and my Posh Teeny Splatter stamp and stamp off of the paper and then onto it a few times. I just want to get rid of that first dark impression because I'm going to get that dark impression with my stamp. And this is a script stamp, and it is actually Paper Inspirations, and it is 1 Corinthians background script. So it's the love is patient, love is kind saying, see? And just stamp that down, and I thought that was really good, obviously, with Valentine's. Okay, then came in with my homemade stamp from Martha Stewart, and this I've seen a bunch of at Michael's. Make sure it's all going the right direction and just stamp that down so people know who made this card or tag, A2C, whatever you want to call it. And then another one of the dollar stamps that just says Happy Valentine's Day. Really nice font though. I pounded the heck out of that stamp, didn't I? Okay. So just on the back. And now we can fully assemble it. Again, some score tape on the back of the key. And I did get all of the little parts of the key. Let's set that down without sticking it yet. Okay. I was going to use foam tape, but I want a little bit of different dimension here. And I may still come in and add some gold in those corners right here. I'm not convinced, or some bling or something. Took some stickles, and actually these are Diamond PSX sparkles. PSX hasn't been around for many years, but these were made by Ranger, and I had stocked up when I knew that PSX was going out of business, and this is my last thing of the sparkles before I go over to all my stickles. Okay, so let's put the flowers down. Just using my hot glue gun. And I kind of line them up there on my faux lace. Try not to stick my finger in the glitter. So yeah, I'm going to add some bling or something up there in the corner. But there you have it. There's my Alter trading cards for this month. And they'll get out just in time because I am almost finished with them. But I just wanted to share the process with you. And I have my recipe cards that I want to show everyone, as well as my flowers from the flower swap. So that's what I'll be showing you guys in the next 2 days because they all have to go out Tuesday. So thanks for stopping by and have a great day.